What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Tea Party with Toots. How you doing, booze? Today we're going to start off with a sad note, and while you listen to this, I just want you to picture your loved ones and just give them a hug, and give them a call. But I want to give my condolences to Toya Wright and her family. The Tiny and Toya star lost her two brothers, Rudy and Josh Johnson, to senseless violence in New Orleans, July 30th, Saturday night. The two brothers were discovered shortly after midnight in the city's 7th Ward. If you don't know who Toya Wright is, she's a reality star. She also is Lil Wayne's ex-wife. They have a daughter together who's 16. Her name is Reginine. She's a beautiful young lady. Toya also had another reality show, which on the show it was about her family in New Orleans, and her two brothers were actually on the show. Rudy and Josh were actually on the show, and she's been through a lot in her life. Her mother was addicted to drugs, so she had to be that caregiver to her brothers. And it's just crazy how people just can take two lives in an instant and not even think about it, not even care, you know. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, the two brothers were discovered shortly after midnight in the city's 7th Ward. Both have been shot multiple times and pronounced dead at the scene. The police haven't released any information about a motive, any suspects, and unfortunately, in the hood, it's like no snitching. Nobody wants to talk about what happened. Everybody wants to talk about how crazy it was. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Oh, he was doing this, he was doing that. I just had someone around my way that we all knew he got shot point blank in the head. And nobody talks, nobody goes to the police and says anything, and they know stuff because of this. They're scared. People are scared of the repercussions, and some people just don't care. But it's just crazy how when it happens to you, you want people to go to the cops, but when it happens to somebody else, it's like, I don't know nothing, I didn't see nothing, didn't hear nothing, bye. But hey, this is how it goes, and it needs to change, it needs to stop. But anyway, Toya and Rudy, they had a tumultuous, kind of brother-sister tumultuous relationship. Rudy said some things about her on Twitter, and it's just stupid things. And they're brother and sister, so of course they're gonna go back and forth. Unfortunately, it had to be on the internet for everybody to see, but that's neither here or there because they patched things up. Thank God they patched things up. Well, from what it appears to be. They patched things up before he passed away. Like 6 weeks ago, Rudy posted a picture of him and Toy and all their brothers, because she has I think she has had 4 brothers, two living now and two deceased. But yeah, she was going back and forth with him on the internet. Actually, you know what? She would stay quiet, and Rudy would go back and forth. And Reginine, she would say stuff because Reginine, she said her mom is a grown ass woman, but she's a child, and she's going to do the childish thing and retaliate. And I like Reginine. I keep calling her Reginine. Her name's Reginine. Sorry, Reginine, because she knows how to read people, and she goes hard for her family, and she loves her mom so much, and she loves her dad so much. You can just tell she's a beautiful young lady, but she also loved her uncle. She posted on IG, on Instagram, how she called them last night. He didn't answer, and she just can't believe her favorite uncle Rudy was gone. Even though Rudy and her went back and forth on the internet about her mom and how he was blasting her out and wasn't right, they patched things up. And Toya, she also posted on her Instagram how she couldn't believe this was happening to her, and both of her brothers are gone, and this is crazy. She found out, somebody had posted on Instagram that Toya had found out at an event. She was backstage or something at an event, and she had got the call that both of her brothers were, pronounced dead and shot in New Orleans. And I just want to, give my condolences to her family. She probably will never hear this, but everybody just say a prayer for her. Whoever God you pray to, say a prayer for Toya and her family, because it's ridiculous. Say a prayer for everybody that's experiencing some hardships, because we gotta look out for each other, guys. But also, moving along to K Michelle. K Michelle sent out her condolences, which was the adult thing to do. She sent out a various amount of tweets saying how they might not be best friends, but they're sisters of God, and she, wants to send her condolences. She sent out a few tweets. K Michelle and Toya Wright, if you don't know, I'm gonna fill you in. They have been beefing for a few years now because Toya Wright was married to Memphis. She's still married to him. They're in the process of getting divorced. They're estranged, and her and K Michelle have been going back and forth because K Michelle used to date Memphis, and Memphis is he used to be an A&R for the record label, and he used to be K Michelle's, I think, manager and or A&R, and K Michelle accused him, allegedly accused him of beating her, domestic violence. So it's been going on for years with that. On Love and Hip Hop, she wasn't able to say his name, but everybody knew who she was talking about. That's why her and Rashida was beefing, because Rashida and Toya Wright are friends. So she was going. K Michelle has been going in on Toya Wright for years, just because of Memphis. Memphis is the one that allegedly beat her, not Toya Wright. So it was crazy how she was going in on his wife. I know she probably was upset, but it's like it was a little bit much. So she embarrassed her and everything. Everybody said knows that, and it's like now she's saying condolences, your sister Christ, which is the adult thing to do. But I think she could have maybe just sent her some card. I mean, some flower and a card or something, like maybe not on the internet, because people are not going to. They're not going to receive it the same way. It seems fake, basically, when you look at it, because if you saw how hard K Michelle has been going on Toya Wright over this whole Memphis thing, you would think it was fake and for publicity and just to clear her mind. So and I think the last person that excuse me, that Toya Wright wants to think about is K Michelle during her time in need. She does not. I don't think she wants to think about K Michelle, but hey, that was adult thing in her, but. Moving along to the next topic, if I was K Michelle in this whole situation, K Michelle has a former friend named Sabrina. Now, I'm not sure what Sabrina does, but she's on the Atlanta scene quite heavily, and she's actually friends with Toya as well. But K Michelle's former friend Sabrina, she's putting her on blast on Instagram. She's accusing her of being fake and using this tragedy for publicity. Like I was just saying, they're not going to receive it well, but she knows K Michelle, and she's saying, I know this person, and I know your motive, and I know what you were saying you was going to do. Like, she's basically saying that she knows K Michelle very well, and K Michelle was saying how she was going to probably like ruin Toya Wright's life during the whole Memphis thing, and she's saying to her, like, I know you. Don't think you're going to pull the wool over my eyes. This is fake. And she also said, Toya Wright has her email listed in her Instagram bio, and you could have easily sent her an email instead of doing this online. So, that's that. K Michelle hasn't said anything, about her ex-friend Serena's post on Instagram yet. I'm quite sure she will. And if she doesn't, that'd be the real adult thing to do, because K Michelle always is getting into something on Instagram. But anyway, moving along to Young Thug. Now, Young Thug, when people look at Young Thug, you don't think Young Thug is about their life, about their lifestyle. You don't think he's about their lifestyle, okay? You think, when you see Young Thug, even though he has Young Thug, his name is Young Thug, you see Thugger and you say, he has painted nails, tight pants, like leggings. He doesn't quite look like the Thug. He doesn't look like the Thug to me. He has a whole bunch of tattoos, dreads, everything. He has his septum pierced and whatnot, but like, he does not look like the Thug. And he calls everybody his boo, his bae, and his loves, And he wore a skirt before. Not saying that's not manly or not, but I just don't get that Thug. Like, it's hard to shoot somebody in a skirt and a crop top, and he wore a crop top. It's hard to shoot somebody in a crop top and a skirt, a dress. I mean, women do it, but I don't know. But anyway, moving along to the story. Young Thug performed in Pittsburgh for their Summer Jam performance, and the police they wasn't really feeling it. So someone had snitched to the police saying that Thugger was packing them burners, and burner is a gun. So the cops said, "Hold up, Thugger, get down on the ground." But Young Thug and his crew was not having it. So after, they didn't, cooperate, which I don't know why they want to. As many people getting shot nowadays for not quote unquote cooperate, and they had the SWAT come down and get them. So everybody was laid out on the ground. The SWAT team came in, made his whole crew lay on the ground, and they found 4 burners. Now, 4 of those burners were on his squad. None of them was on Young Thug. But get this, they all were licensed and registered. Hand clap for Young Thug. Hand clap for Young Thug. I think that's the smartest thing he could have ever done. He don't have the burners on him. He got the burners on his crew, but all the burners are licensed and registered. So, basically saying, get up out of here. Okay? So no one was arrested because they're all licensed and registered, and no one was hurt. That's a beautiful ending to that story. I'm surprised. I would have thought that all them guns that they found on Young Thug Squad would have been illegal and somebody would have been getting booked. But he's smart. That's how you do when you have money. You have somebody else do the dirty work and make sure all they stuff is legit. Okay, you had the money to afford it, to get everything licensed and registered, get it legit. But let's move along to everybody's favorite it girl right now, Miss Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner with the lips. She just turned 19 years old. Yes, she's legal. She's been legal for a year now, and now she's really legal. She's almost out of the teenage years. And she was spotted out at the scene in LA for a party, or for her birthday party. And of course, her of course, her boyfriend Tyga was there, and he would not let his his girlfriend. He would not let his girlfriend celebrate her birthday alone, so of course he was there. Kim Kardashian was there, A$AP Rocky was there, Chris Brown, Karrueche, and Chris Brown was in the same building, and you know how he's staying over Karrueche, but okay. Kendall was there, and you know Kendall and A$AP Rocky got a little rumor fling going, and I don't put it past them because A$AP Rocky love the models. But anyway, make a long story short, everybody was there except for Black Rob. Yes, China and her brother, Kylie's brother, Rob. They were not there. Now, China is pregnant with Rob's baby, if you guys didn't know. And China is also the baby mom of Tyga. They have a son together named King Cairo. And they have been beefing for a while now because you know the story. Kim K and China were friends. Tyga and Kylie started dating while Black China and him were together, and they broke up. And blasey blasey blasey. Kim K and Kylie are sisters. It's weird as shit. Kylie was a minor when she was dating Tyga. You know the rest. So, they weren't there, but Kylie and Black China, they supposedly had patched things up. They taking pictures on Snapchat and whatnot, talking about something they've been friends the whole time, but they wasn't there. And I know that y'all gonna say, "Oh, Black China, she's pregnant. Why would she go to a party?" Excuse me. Black China is not afraid of a turn up while she's carrying because she's been to a few parties. I mean, she was paid for them parties, but she's been there. But they trying to say that because Tyga was there, Black China didn't go, and Rob don't like China. But honestly, I think maybe because she was pregnant, for y'all. I'm gonna be real. He pregnant. Who goes to a party? I mean, if I was getting paid, I would go to a party. And if I was pregnant, but if I'm not getting paid, why would I go to a kitty bop party? For what? I mean, Tyga was going to be there. Of course, he's not going to let his girlfriend celebrate without him. I mean, I'm just worried for Kylie because Kylie is 19 and she getting old. And Tyga likes some young, apparently. So she better be worried about the next 17-year-old, 16-year-old coming up, because once you hit 20, it's downhill from there. It's downhill from there, girl. I mean, 21, after that, it's just like, what's next? So, Tyga, you getting a little too old for him. But yeah, y'all, that was today's tea party, and I'm so glad you came. I'm definitely gonna be sending y'all guys an invitation to the next tea party, and make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know it's real. Like, I follow back on Instagram and Twitter too, so follow me on there at TOOTS_Santiago, and I'll be checking with you guys. In a few. Thanks, guys.